G'day TBU fans and welcome back to another top 5 plays of the week. I want to apologise about not being able to upload this last week, but some things got in the way. They weren't really good excuses, but whatever. That won't stop me from recording week 6, so without further ado, let's get started. Coming in at number 5, we have the toxic spikes in the match between the Scandinavian Statlands and the Dallas Staravia. So why is Toxic Spikes deserving of its own spot? Well, because of the added pressure that it did to Trip's team. So, on turn 3 of the match, after using U-turn on a Mega Metachan, which switched into Breloom, Sky used Toxic Spikes from his Drapion. Now, the Toxic Spikes, in addition to damaging everything on Trip's team, prevented a possible sweep from Florges, as well as increasing damage on everything, which, if it wasn't for rolls and unlucky misses, could have won Sky the match. However, again, due to unlucky rolls, as well as missing many focus blasts, it didn't quite turn out that way. However, the added pressure from Toxic Spikes did put Trip into a corner that he had a very difficult time of getting out of, and that is why it is number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have the Pursuit Punch shenanigans in the match between the Bristol Beedoops and the Slateport Vale. So, Eric had his Honchkrow in against Josh's Jirachi, and it had both Sucker Punch and Pursuit. The Jirachi, predicting this Pursuit on the first turn, went for Thunder Wave, as, again, the Honchkrow went for Pursuit. So, the Honchkrow went for Pursuit twice again, as Josh predicted that. However, on the third turn, Jirachi switched, and Eric got this prediction right, as that was the turn that he went for Pursuit. This got a lot of damage off on the Jirachi, allowing the Conqueror to easily KO it in the following turns. Well, not following, but quite later on in the match. And it's just a good prediction made by Eric, and that is why it is number 4. Coming in at number 3, we have the Fire Punching Granbull on the Ferrothorn in the match between the LA Luxray and the New York Shellmans. So Sly had his Granbull in against Gassie's Ferrothorn. So, predicting the Protect or the switch on the first turn, he went for Play Rough, as the Ferrothorn did indeed go for the Protect. So, on the next turn, predicting him to stay in, he went for Fire Punch. Now, this prediction paid off, as not only did he get a lot of damage off on the Ferrothorn, he also got a burn, which is lucky for Sly but unlucky for Gassie. This is very important, as it allows Extra Jill to KO the Ferrothorn later on in the match. While Sly was not able to use this to his advantage and come back with a win, it definitely was a very big turning point in the match, and that is why it is deserving of number 3. Coming in at number 2, we have Ice Beaming on Thunderous in the match between St. Louis Chattots and the Dunnigan Typhlosion. So the scenario is that Babeleye had a +1/+1 Slowbro, that is a Carmine boosted Slowbro, in against Esquillo's Thunderous. So, predicting either a coverage move or a nasty plot, he stayed in with a Slowbro on the Thunderous and used Ice Beam as the Thunderous used nasty plot. This killed off the Thunderous instantly, as well as shifting momentum heavily into Babeleye's flavor. So there's not much more to it other than that it is a very good prediction, and that is why it should be number 2. Coming in at number 1, we have a bit of an odd one in the sense that this one came from the same coach as last time, and that is predicting the switch from the Crawdon in the match between the St. Louis Chattots and the Dunnigan Typhlosions. So what's the scenario that allows Babeleye to have 2 consecutive top plays, that is being 2 and 1? Well, the Rotom Heat was in against Esquillo's Crawdon, and either predicting the Aquajet to not kill or predicting him to switch, he went for the Thunderbolt as Esquillo switched into his Mega Venusaur. Now, the Thunderbolt damage along with the Burn and Hex was able to kill the Mega Venusaur. This is a godsend for Babeleye, as Mega Venusaur heavily pressures and damages and could have potentially taken back the match. But predicting the switch and getting off the Thunderbolt and Hex combination onto the Mega Venusaur lifted a lot of pressure from Babeleye's team and did actually allow him to come back and take the victory. So the Rotom Heat also manages to kill off the Infernape later on in the match, And we also see that a Aquajet would have soundly OHKO'd the Rotom Heat. So the fact that these two plays allowed Bakelite to get his win is why I believe that this play and the last one are deserving of the top 2 and 1. Those are the week 6 top 5 plays of the week. So what do you think of my top 5 plays and what are yours? Leave them in the comments if you wish. If not, then I wish you a good day and hopefully, if I am good enough, I'll see you next week.